Hello everyone, allow me introduce myself. I'm Rifan Injata Purba, a student in the economic program at Medan State University. Today, I will present a summary of Group 7's material titled Problems in Agricultural and Industrial Development and Policies to Overcome Them. After that, I will discuss an overview and the current state of industrialization in the United States, complete with supporting data and infographics. Enjoy for watching, guys.
Group 7 Material Summary.
Group 7's material discusses the strategic role of the agricultural and industrial sector in Indonesia's economic development, which are interconnected but still face various structural problems. The agricultural sector, as an agrarian country, plays a role in providing food, raw materials, and employment opportunities for rural communities. Although its contribution to GDP tends to decrease along with the economic transformation process. Meanwhile, the industrial sector acts as a driver of economic growth through increasing added value, technology intelligence, and export expansion despite still having dependence on imported raw materials. The linkage between the agricultural and industrial sectors is evident through the development of agroindustry, which processes agricultural products into higher value products. This relationship is seen in backward linkages, where industry provides inputs such as fertilizers and production tools for agricultural, and forward linkages where agricultural products become raw materials for processing industries like rice milling. However, the agri-industry structure in Indonesia is still dominated by small and medium enterprises facing limitation in capital, technology, and market access, leading to imbalances between the upstream, processing, and downstream sectors. Agro-industry performance can be seen from productivity and added value, which in 2025 contribute about 9% to GDP and observed around 9.8 million workers. Nevertheless, the sector still faces challenges such as low technology and dependence on imported raw materials. Therefore, policies such as BIMAS and INMAS are needed for agricultural intensification, farm business credit, price stabilization, as well as industrial strengthening through regional industrial equalization, improvement of human resource quality, technological innovation, and development of environmental friendly industries so that the integration between the agricultural and industrial sectors can drive sustainable and equitable economic development.
Overview and conditions of industrialization in the United States.
Now let's turn to an overview of industrialization in the United States. The United States is generally known as a pioneering country in technological innovation and the global economy, with icons like Silicon Valley as the center of giant companies such as Apple, Google, and Tesla that lead the digital revolution and electric vehicles. This country is also famous for its iconic industrialization history, starting from Henry Ford's automobile factories that introduced mass production bass to Hollywood as the world's largest entertainment industry, as well as the Wall Street financial center that dominates the international stock market, all of which reflect how the US has become a symbol of capitalist progress and high competitiveness, often associated with the American dream. Industrialization there began at the end of the 18th century and reached its peak in the 19th century with the second industrial revolution focusing on mass manufacturing such as steel, automotive, and electricity. Currently, the United States is a post-industrial economy with a dominant service sector, but industry remains vital and focuses on high technology such as semiconductors, aerospace, pharmaceuticals, and automotive. As seen in the infographic on American economic growth from Deloitte Insight, the United States gross domestic product growth is projected at 2.0% in 2025 and slightly decreases to 1.9% in 2026. This indicates strong stability compared to other countries in the American region. Meanwhile, the manufacturing sector contributes to $0.95 trillion or 9.5% of gross domestic product in the third quarter of 2025, up from $2.4 trillion or 10.2% in 2023. This growth is driven by large investments in semiconductor and data centers thanks to legislation such as the CHIPS Act. Industrial production increased by 2.3% year-on-year in January 2026, and manufacturing capacity is projected to grow by 1.0% throughout this year. From the labor perspective, the sector employs 12.6 million people in 2025, or about 8% of the total workforce. As seen in the graph of United States manufacturing labor trends from 1940 to 2025. This percentage has dropped drastically from around 40% in the 1940s era to only 8% today. This decline is caused by automation and the relocation of production overseas, but the sector remains stable with projected total employment growth of 3.1% from 2024 to 2034, particularly in technology and green energy fields. So guys, the agricultural and industrial sectors are interconnected in driving economic development through increasing the added value of agricultural products. However, there are still various obstacles such as limitation in technology, capital, and market access. Meanwhile, the development of industry in the United States shows that technological innovation and appropriate policies can support stable economic growth, making the integration of agricultural and industry essential for sustainable development.